Welcome. It's Saturday night. It's 1 week after quitting. Blows my mind. There were a number of weeks leading up to it that I've been, dealing with stuff and experiencing things. So for me, it seems like it's been way longer than that. At any rate, this is probably the time that I should say anything that I say in these videos is not intended to be a life coach for anybody else. I am not intending to be a life coach for. I'm just sharing my experiences, and if anything I am experiencing can help somebody else, that's why I'm doing this. That's what I'm hoping for. So I guess this is strictly for entertainment purposes. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to clear up a couple of things that I've talked about already here. So for one, the bounce checks. Well, all I'm going to say about that is they're in the bank. They're working their way through the system, and those will be straightened out at some point. I mentioned in a previous video that I wasn't looking for work yet. That was yet because we're going to go on a little bit of a trip. I'm sure at some point somebody's going to point to this and say, what the heck were you thinking going on a trip if you don't have a job and you're not bringing money in? Well, if that's the case, anyhow, this is money that was set aside and put aside for that. Because when the company sold that I initially worked for, I got paid out my vacation, so I put that aside and I saved it for a rainy day, a time when we'd really need that vacation. And this is definitely that time that we need that vacation. Talking about paying things, I had X amount of dollars here set aside. I had to spend $500 of it today to pay bills. Suddenly the savings or the money looks a little different. What's my point here? That money then I'm going to replace by selling magic cards. I've got about $500 worth of stuff just sitting around here, not doing anything. I'm about to mail that off. I guess the point there is, starting some time ago, I stopped looking at what I could and couldn't afford, and instead started looking at it as, how do I afford this? This is advice that was given in, the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book or whatever. Very good book. You could probably find a link to that. Anyhow, what else have I done? Hey, I got this. What is this? This is my business card. A very generic, simple business card, because I really don't know what I'm doing yet. So it says that I take care of medical goods, which is something I've been doing for well over a decade, both as a pharmacy tech and for a couple other companies since then. So I think it's important to be prepared. A lot of what I'm going through, and again, on this journey to a better life, it's about being prepared. It's about preparing for things in advance. I'm starting to ramble at this point, but I'm going to go really quick into talking about investing. M1 is what we use to invest. Don't have a ton of investments, but it's better than having none. Bank accounts don't give you anything, at least not on the amounts of money that we have in them. Doesn't give you any kind of percentage of return on that. So about a year and a half ago or whatever, we started investing, and we only started with a couple $100. M1 was a fabulous tool to allow us to get started on that. We put our things in a couple of different pies. They have it set up so that money goes into this, and they take care of it. They manage it. I'm not paying broker's fees, any number of things. There's actually a link in the description to M1. If you use M1, if you decide that's something you want, use our link, and we get it varies anywhere between $10 to $50, I think. I'm not sure what it is currently, but a couple of other friends have used it and found it to be successful, liked the returns that they got with that. Again, I'm not doing investing advice here. I'm just saying things I was doing in the past just weren't working for me, so I had to do something else. And now this goes towards getting becoming financially literate and all that that implies. That information is out here on the computer for you for free. Again, going over 5 minutes here, so I don't want to waste your time. I want to thank you for actually coming back and watching any of these. I'm going to say subscribe if you want to. Help me make this journey. Come on the journey with me as we try to move to a better life.